Welcome friends, welcome to Masters Academy. Today we are going to start the chapter electricity, and we can start with resistance. Opposition offered by the material to the electric current is called resistance. Okay, if you try to pass electric current to a material, it will oppose us, and that property of the material is known as resistance. That resistance is very important in the case of electricity, okay, and it's also known as necessity evil in electricity. We can connect resistance in two different ways, series and parallel. I think all of you are familiar with serial light, right? They are connected in series form. And about the parallel, just think the method we are connecting our light, fan, switch and your house, and they are connected in parallel. We have connected all the devices in across the 230 supply voltage. Okay, so we can learn the series and parallel by doing a simple simulation. Shall we start it? Yeah, here I am using Proti software. I think you should be familiar with that. Otherwise I can teach you the software. You can download it from my link. I will share it soon. So let's look at the left side. We are seeing series connection, right? Here two resistors R1 and R2 connected in series, and we are using a battery here, B1. So just look at the resistance R1, R2, and both are 100 ohm, right? Then we have connected some LEDs to see what happens if you press the switch and all. Here you are seeing four different LEDs and the emitters D1 to D4. Just look at the battery, and we are using a switch to on and off the connection. Shall we switch it? Yeah, just we can simulate it. So if you make it on, what happens? Just look. Yeah, the all light is just brightened, seeing good light, right? But it's not fully bright. That means in series connection the current is not maximum. That means the effect of resistance if you are connected in series is more. Okay, that means R1 plus R2 is happen there in the circuit. Just look at the right side, which is a parallel connection. Here we are using two different resistors R3 and R4 or the same value of R1 and R2, both are 100 ohm, and also we are using two different switches for make it on and off, and the same LEDs we are using here, and same yellow color, and the battery. We can switch it and see what happens if the same voltage, same resistors in series and parallel. If you switch on one switch, it's make it on. Yeah, I just press both switches. Just look what happened. Both sides of LEDs, one is just dim and other is fully brightened. That means in parallel the resistor value is reduces. That means 1 by R3 and 1 by R4 just added. That means if you are connected in resistors in series and parallel, their effective value is changing, right? In parallel, their LEDs are brightened more. That means more current will flows through the LEDs. Okay. Then just look about the switches. We can control all our LEDs by using a single switch, right? If I press the switch, it will on and off. All the LEDs we can on and off. That means we can control all LEDs. That means individually. Just look at the parallel side. What happens if switch is pressing? If one switch is on, another is off, nothing happen. LED is still brightening. That means we can control the flow of current by using the two switches. That means current can flow in two different ways, through R3 and through R4. I think all of you are familiar with the small experiment. Simply we can conclude that in series connection the current is reduces, but in parallel connection the current is increases, and we can relate this relation with respect to the resistors. In series connection the resistance is increases. That means they are add up. In parallel connection resistance is reduces. That means the reciprocal of the parallel resistance is added up. And then just look at what happens in the LED. The same thing, more current means more brighten. Series less current, so it's less brighten. In parallel it's more bright, that is more current. But both in parallel connection, the voltage across the all resistors are same, but in series connection is resistance voltage is not same, which is depends upon the value of resistors. Okay, then we have some derivations of equivalent resistance for series and parallel. We can go through the derivations. It's not tough. We can do it in simple way. Okay. Yeah, just look at series connection. Here, two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in series. In series means when a circuit is completed by connecting the resistors one after another, it is called series connection. When resistors are connected like this, the effective resistance increases. Just look at the diagram or image you placed on the screen. In both sides, there are some bridges and all. They are connected in series. If one of the bridge is broken, the students couldn't move from one side to another. That means the whole traveling road or that's broken. The same can happen for the current also. If circuit one of the resistance is broken, we couldn't get the current, right? So series connection, there is only one way to travel from one side to another. Then we can go to the derivation side, right? If you are facing any problem to follow my language and all, please comment, right? Okay. Then we can go the derivation part. Just take a paper and pen. We can derive the equivalent resistance RS. If you connect, what happened if we connected to resistors R1 and R2 in series, right? Yeah, just we are going to the derivation of effective resistance is very important. There are so many times the same question has question appear in the exam. Okay, so just take a paper and pen. Let's try starting with me. Yeah, here we are connecting two resistors R1 and R2 in series. Series means one into another to a voltage, so supply voltage V. V, supply voltage V, sometimes we call it a potential difference, and a current I is flowing through the resistors R1 and R2. Then we are going to derive some relation between the R1, R2 and the equivalent resistors RS. So the voltage across R1 can be represented as V1 and V2 for R2. As we all know, in series voltage is different for the different resistors. If the total voltage is V, that's okay, but B is divided into two different voltage, V1 and V2. So we can write V1 is equal to I into R1. According to Ohm's law, voltage is equal to current into resistance, right? So V2 is equal to I into R2. So we get the two different voltages, V1 and V2. This is the usual method to start the derivation. Okay. Then we have to find the total voltage, which is V. V is equal to V1 plus V2. Then V1, we can substitute V1 at I into R1, and for V2 is I into R2. Just look at the equations. I, everything, everywhere is I. So we can take it I in outside. So I into R1 plus R2. Okay, that's enough. Then look at another situation. We are connecting same resistors R1 and R2, but here connecting a resistance RS to the same supply voltage V, and we get the same current I. Okay, so just name it V R RS, right? We are dealing with series, right? So RS, then I. So we can get the same equation by Ohm's law. V is equal to I into RS. Name it the equation as 2. Then we can compare some equation, right? So put it as equation number 2, and another is equation number 1. So comparing two equations 1 and 2, just look at the right side. For both equations, right side is voltage, so we can compare the left side. That means I into RS is equal to I into R1 plus R2. So we can cancel I, right? I in both sides, so we can cancel I. Then we get RS, that is equal resistance, is equal to R1 plus R2. That means in series the resistors is added up. That means the equivalent resistance means sum of the resistance which are connected in series. That's a very good relation. That means we can reduce the value of current by connecting resistors in series. Okay, so I think did you want to repeat the whole steps? Yeah, okay, we can repeat the thing. Just look back into the figure. We are connecting two resistors R1 and R2, and the voltage is V1 and V2. Then by Ohm's law, if it is right, that's okay, fine, you will get the full mark. So by Ohm's law, V1 is equal to I into R1, V2 is equal to I into R2. Total voltage V is equal to sum of the individual voltages IR1 plus IR2. Then we are going to another figure, IRS and B. Then comparing equation 1 and 2, cancelling I in both sides, and finally we get RS is equal to R1 plus R2. Okay, just imagine two resistors of 1 ohm is connected in series. Then what happens to the final resistance? Yeah, it's 1 plus 1, that is 2. Then what happens if you are connecting resistors 6 and 2 in series? 6 plus 2, that is 8. Then what happens is 100 and 100 connected in series. The same way, we get the equivalent resistance 100 plus 100, that is 200. So let's go to the next thing, that is parallel connection. Okay, then is parallel connection. Here two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in parallel. So the current is divided into two different branches, I1 and R2. Just look at the figure. I is divided as I1 and which is flowing through R1, and I2 flowing through R2. So the path is A and B. The point is A and B, but they have two different paths. R1 and R2. Then the current completes in the circuit by getting divided into each branch, since the resistors are connected in parallel. That means the whole current is divided into different individual currents as per the number of resistors in parallel branch. Okay, so the total current is the sum of current through the whole branch. So here I is equal to I1 plus I2, but in series connection we are dealing with voltage, right? V is equal to V1 plus V2 in series, but here I is equal to I1 plus I2. Comparing these two, it's fine. Then you just look at the figure. It's the same thing, but the bridges are connected in parallel. That means if one of the bridges is broken, nothing happen. Still the students can move to one side to another. That means in parallel we can ensure the supply if one of the branch is broken and all. Right? If the light is off, what happened to your fan? Nothing happened. So they are connected in parallel. Okay. So just remember that we are connecting our home appliances in parallel in our connection. Okay. Then the same thing, we have to derive some relations with resistors and their parallel equivalent resistance. Okay. Shall we start the derivation? So take the paper, pen, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, right? And here the resistors R1 and R2 are connected in parallel. Okay, so R1 and R2 is connected to a voltage source V. Here the current is dividing. Total current I is equal to I1, and for R2 it is I2, and for R1 it is I1. So current is divided in two different branches, I1 and I2. So we can write I is equal to I1 plus I2. And what about I1 and I2? Just write I1 is equal to V divided by R1. Similarly, I2 is equal to V divided by R2. Okay. Here the division is there, but in series connection is no division. Okay, so here V by R1 and V by R2. And what about the total current I? The sum, that is I1 plus I2. We can write it simply. We can write V by R1 plus V by R2. I just skip one step, right? So I is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2. We can take V to outside, and I is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Then we can write another we can draw another picture, another circuit with the same resistance R1 and 2, but here we are using RP, that means parallel equivalent circuit, and the voltage V and the current I. Okay, then we can write here I is equal to V divided by RP. Then put it as equation number 2. The same thing we had done in series, right? Equation 1 and 2, comparing these two, that means the right side is same. So we can write V by RP is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So everywhere V is there, but in series connection everywhere I is. Okay, so V can be cancelled, V be cancelled. Then we get 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by Rp, not Rp, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So that means in series the whole resistance is added up, but in parallel the resistance is inversely added up. That means the whole values reduces, right? Then just look what we are written. Resistors R1 and R2 connected in parallel with a voltage source V. Okay, I1 and I2 close. Then for a simple calculation, we can, for a two resistance, we can write Rp is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. This equation can be used for doing problems, right? For two resistors, this equation will be very useful. Rp is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Then I think all of you are understand the derivation and all. We are writing just draw R1, R2, V, and I is divided here, not V, into I1 and I2. Then I is equal to I1 plus I2. I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2, and the total current I is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2. Then for parallel circuit, the same equations, I is equal to V by Rp. Comparing these two, okay, here we can be taken outside. Then I is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by I2, that is V by Rp is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by I2, we can be get cancelled. Then finally 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by I2. And we can write in between the derivation by Ohm's law, V is equal to IR and all. Okay, so it will add some extra mark to you. Then please write it neatly. Okay, I couldn't write neatly in the the screen. That's why it's not it's readable, right? Yeah. Okay, then we have to learn some more things. That is an important question. That the comparison between series and parallel connection. So just look at this portion is very important. They are very, very important for exam point of view. Resistors in series and parallel. Okay, so in resistors in series, effective resistance is increases. That means they are added up. But in parallel, effective resistance is decreases. That means they are reciprocal of the resistors is added. That means resistors is just reduces. Effective resistance is decreases. And next point, what happened for the current in resistors in series? The same current flows through all the resistors in series. Okay, same current will flow through all the resistors. But in parallel, the current is not same. They is divided into different parts and is get divided as per the value of the resistors. For more resistors, less current. For less resistors, more current. Then next is the potential difference across each resistor is different in series. That means voltage is different in series. But in parallel, the voltage is remain constant. So we are applying it 12 volt to parallel resistors. The voltage is nearly constant. That means voltage is same for all the resistors. Then next is we can simply understand, we can remember this relation between current and voltage by some keywords. SI, V, P. S means in series, I means current. In series, I is constant. Okay, voltage is constant in parallel connection. So SI, V, P. It's a very important keyword for you to remember the relation between current and voltage in series and parallel circuit. Series, I constant, that means current constant, in voltage constant in parallel. Okay, SI, V, P. Just remember it. That is very useful. We can learn some other things in plus 2 and all by using same relation, SI, V, P. Okay, then look at another points. all resistors can be controlled by a single switch. We just saw what happened for the LED light. Okay, we just control all the switches by the LEDs by a single switch, right? So all the resistors can be controlled by a single switch in series, but each resistors can be controlled by using a separate switch in parallel connection. Okay, so that's just end of the chapter. Then one more thing, if you are like your video, just subscribe it and please share to your friends. Okay, hope you are understand. If you have any doubts and all, please comment. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.